What's going on, football aficionados, fans, if you will? Mario here, otherwise known as White Tom on the interwebs, and we had an interesting day today. Let's get started. So, we had Group F and E, and they played backwards order. I don't know why, but they did. We had Paraguay versus New Zealand. A tall order for the Kiwis because they practically needed to win in order to advance to the next round. And in the other game, we had Italy versus Slovakia, and either team, a win would have guaranteed them in. Here's what happened. New Zealand held their own and tied with Paraguay, which would have been all well and good had Italy tied with Slovakia. But they didn't. They lost, shockingly, to Slovakia 3-2. Sure, they tried to come back, but it was just too little, too late. So, because of that, and because of New Zealand's failure to make a goal or win the game, the Kiwis are out. Surprisingly, the defending champions, who just looked tired and just really didn't look like they were going to win anything, much less another World Cup. So, Slovakia and Paraguay are the ones that are going on to the next round, to the round 16. So I was half right about this group. Paraguay is going on, but Slovakia, I had Italy pegged. Can you believe that? And you know what? Big round of applause to the Kiwis of New Zealand. Because you know what? Considering that these guys have a weird qualification that they struggle through, don't even have a full-time club league like most of us do, they managed to hold their own against nations that should have trampled them. I'm still amazed at that 1-1 Italy tie. But there you go. So I think, in my opinion, and in the opinions of many others, they performed far better than we all expected them to. So really, those guys should go home and feel good about themselves because, quite honestly, they did well, considering. So, it's it's Slovakia and Paraguay for Group F. Now, Group E played afterwards. The Netherlands and Cameroon played in a game that really didn't matter. Because where you see, the Netherlands had won the last two games, so by goals and by point accumulation, they were already in the next round. And Cameroon, because they lost the last two games, they were out. So, pretty much the only match that really mattered was the one with Denmark and Japan, who, because of the fact that they had pretty much the same amount of points, both sides needed to win in order to get into the next round of the World Cup. In Japan's case, though, they could have gone by with a tie. In Denmark's case, they needed to win. And it looked like they kind of could have done it, but Japan, holy crap, dude, those Japanese know how to freaking fire cannons. 2 of the 3 goals that Japan made that day were free kicks from 25 and from 35 yards away. Nice, well-timed, well-shot goals. I was amazed. You know, and then just to seal the deal, they made a third one near the end of the game. So the final score was 3-1 in favor of the Japanese, and I'm impressed. In fact, a lot of people probably didn't even have Japan as a pick in their brackets. I did, so I'm glad. I chose Netherlands and Japan to go on to the next round, so I'm good. So congrats to the Japanese and, to the Netherlands. No surprise there. So anyway, tomorrow's matches. Oh, they're going to be humdingers for sure. Let's see. Group G, the group of death. We are going to have a hell of a game. Of course, we're going to have the North Korea, Ivory Coast game. And both those guys, well, really, North Korea is practically out and Ivory Coast is just about there. So it's really more about honor. Whereas Brazil and Portugal, wow. Yay. I think those guys are practically both going to go on anyway, but wow, I'm still gonna watch that just because it's Portugal and Brazil. I mean, two powerhouses about to meet each other. So I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to that one, and I'm gonna be glued to that one. Also playing tomorrow, Spain versus Chile. Both have won their last. Both have won one and lost one. No, Chile has actually won two. So we will see what happens. Spain needs to win, or to get the top spot in the World Cup. Honduras and Switzerland are in. Honduras is practically out, but Switzerland can pretty much win, and they're in. So it's pretty much Chile's in, but it's pretty much down between Spain and Switzerland. So Chile, Spain, one match. Honduras, Switzerland in the other. I say Honduras will win that match. And as for the Spain-Chile, might end in a draw, in which case things can get interesting. We'll find out who's the last team standing from their respective groups tomorrow. I'm going to have me some lemonade. Delish. And until next time, Y2M out.